This is Awesome St. John, Jason, the original Red Ranger. You are watching the Morphin Network.
This Morphin Network video is sponsored by Ranger Stop Convention and Ranger Stop and Pop. Have you ever wanted to see all your favorite Power Rangers together in one epic convention? Go to Ranger Stop! Ranger Stop and Pop! August 27th to the 29th, 2021! Atlanta, Georgia! Ranger Stop 8! November 11th to the 14th! Orlando, Florida! Get your tickets now! Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
This week, you are one Ranger short. Where's Red Boy?
We replaced him.
Not a sixth Ranger.
Oh, it's Jen. Hello, Jen Pink. And after 2 years, she's doing a Ranger podcast live. Welcome back to Ranger podcast live.
This is a momentous occasion. Let's get the wine.
Yes. So, Jen, how are you feeling?
I'm doing good. You know, I'm sad that we're not fully complete, but I guess one must go, then the other must stay. Kidding.
All right, guys. So you guys don't know, I'm not hosting today. It's this guy on top of me. So yeah. Oh, and yes, before we start, yes, we are gonna have a contest. So stay during the actual podcast, and we'll be giving out a free Blue Ranger Dino Fury shirt. Here it looks like for Carson Corner. Stay during the podcast, and we'll ask you a question. Whoever answers a question, it's Power Ranger related. Dino Fury. Whoever answers the question first is the winner. All right. So yeah, guys, let's get started. All right, Vulcan, go ahead.
Okay. Well, today we are doing Power Rangers Dino Fury Episode 5, Winning Attitude. First things first, we're going to start by asking everyone around a quick, brief description of how we all thought of the episode before we get into it. We'll start counterclockwise with our newest member of our new format, Jen.
Oh, hi.
How does the Gold Ranger feel about this episode, really briefly?
Okay, cool. Okay, you want to know something? I actually really like this episode because it goes to show you winning isn't everything. I don't want to give you a whole brief story, but I like the story about Izzy because you know how Izzy is notorious for wanting to be, number one. She wants to be the best, but I like how the moral of the story is that winning is not everything and that sometimes it's more important to help people. And, it also shows about compassion, forgiveness. Overall, I give this a 9 out of 10.
Okay. Well, we're not doing the scores just
yet.
My
bad. My bad.
Okay, spoilers, everyone. Okay, Noemi, what do you think of the episode?
Oh, besides the message that Jen was talking about, can we talk about the Zord, Izzy Zord?
Oh, yeah.
Which is one of my most favorite animals of all time, even though it's already extinct, but the spirit of the tiger.
I love the Similodon Zord. Yeah.
Ooh la la. The big cats really impresses me the most.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and much like Clement over there, I also have the Japanese version of the Similodon Zord. I just have it stored away for now. Maybe next episode I'll have all 5 on display. So
okay.
Ryan, your turn.
I want to say this episode reminded me when I was in high school because I actually volunteered for the Special Olympics.
Nice.
So I'm actually glad they actually, for the first time, Power Ranger they did do the Special Olympics or gave tribute to it and respect to it. Because when I was in high school, I actually did volunteer for 4 years straight for Special Olympics because it was always hosted in Burbank and here in LA.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they actually got the star from the Special Olympics. I forgot her name is, but she's in New Zealand to do a cameo. We'll be a special guest in the episode. So shout outs to Hasbro, shout outs to Nickelodeon. That was very special. So thank you.
And also, most of us went to the same university, and at our university's Taiko Club, we were supposed to do a show back in 2015 for the Special Olympics. We ended up not doing it. I can't remember why, but it would have been such a great honor if we were able to perform at the Special Olympics that year. So, Kent, what do you think of the episode?
I think the episode had some really strong moments. The only thing I have is like, I'll explain like when we do the overall score and stuff. I just found a few things a little eye rolling about it, but I did enjoy the bit where they spotlight, special needs. This is the first time they've done something like this. It kind of felt reminiscent of Kimberly's death friend or that blind girl in Zio. So that was cool. So
yeah, that Zio episode was great.
This episode, like I said, really strong moments, just also some really corny bits, but we'll get to that later.
And Clement, what do you think?
All right. Well, this is a great episode. I do love the message behind it, and it teaches us there are other more important things than winning, and it really touched me in a way like when I was in wrestling. I was in the wrestling team and I failed a couple of times, but there are things that you can learn from like losing or like there's the other side of winning and losing. There are a lot of important messages. So this is a great episode.
Right.
Very relatable.
Yeah, it's also relatable for me too.
And for me, I rather enjoyed the episode because it reminds me of the good old days back in the first 10 years of Power Rangers where they were really nuanced with the lesson of the day. I love it when there were nuanced. Neo Saban era, not so good at doing it. So I'm glad we're back to like quality writing. So onto the summary portion. For this week, we're going to have Clement be one of the two presenters because it is an Izzy focus episode. And the other presenter will be none other than Jen since this is her first episode this season. So who would like to go first?
I'll go.
Okay. And of course, Mr. Kent will provide the visuals.
Oh, you're good. Oh, okay. So I'm not going to put the photos, right? You are?
Yeah, you just worry about the talking.
All right. Okay. Hi guys. Welcome to special episode Power Rangers Dino Fury episode 5, which is called Winning Attitude. Which, by the way, I really like this title because I mean, like, it's winning attitude. It actually specifically focuses on Izzy, right, in the Special Olympics, and of course, Lily is her cousin, the coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I like this. I like this focus because let me tell you, like Izzy, she's of course she wants to be the winner in this thing, right? And I love the standoff scene where she sees her and this Asian girl. We didn't know who her name is, but they have like I don't know why this Asian girl had this stare off that I thought was really cool because she's obviously Izzy's biggest competition, right?
And that's one of the main reasons they put the title. I mean, they both gave each other attitudes.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have the photo, but
oh wait,
yeah.
were you talking about?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about this moment.
Yeah, this one right here. I
before
thought that was
and
like,
that.
Yeah, I like that scene where they looked at each other.
That partly reminds me of an episode of Kira Major involving the Green Ranger. So I love how they make more tie-ins between Izzy and Kira May Green.
Yeah. So like it gets a glimpse of what's going on, how her goal is to win, because they run marathons and whatnot. And then onto the next page, we see these two ladies, right? And they're like, I thought this was so cute, right? They're teaching little kids what to do when they spot a sporks, right? And I just thought it was so cute, like the girl wearing that sporks costume. I thought sporks were pink, to be honest, but I guess they can also be purple too. Yeah, and so it was just cool. So they were these two women were talking about how like, oh, this is what you got to do if you see sporks. Just stay calm and call this number. I don't remember the number's name. And then next thing you know it, like this her was so cute. So next thing you know it, the sporks lands inside of her in her what's that word? like her outfit, right? And it was really cool, and she's like screaming. And of course, there's this scene that was so cute, right? So right when the Sporks gets out, and then the Sporks turns into a monster, right? This little girl, I love this scene where the little girl's like, "Oh, we need the Power Rangers." So then the Power
Yeah.
Rangers comes in, right? And I just thought that was so cute. I don't know. To me, my favorite scene of the whole episode was really just the little girl saying, "We need your help. We need your help. We need to call the Power Rangers and whatnot, right?" And so
What was
that's when
really
they
funny
come in.
about that is that even though they said not to panic, but they ended up panicking.
I know, that's the funny part. Like, I think it's just funny. It's ironic, don't you think, that these adults
Yeah.
are teaching kids to panic, but yet the kids didn't really panic, right? Like, but not until
Exactly.
towards the end, not until the lady was like, "Run!" and all that stuff. So I thought that scene was so cute. I don't know. And then I believe on the next scene was like the Rangers, right? They come in, save to kind of like do epic fight scene, yada yada yada, and then they morph into their what's that word? I think you know what's cool about their outfits. I like how they have that like it's like similar to Time Force a little. They're morphers, right? And then so they end up in this fight scene that I thought was really cool. By the way, like they fought off the people, right? But then I think one of them got away. Yeah, one of the monsters got away. So then they were like, "Damn it!" So then the Power Rangers they go back to their command center, and this is where what's that monster's name again? What was that monster's name again?
Let's call him Super Soaker.
Yeah, Super Soaker.
Isn't it Brine Blast?
Oh, there we go. Good job, Clem.
Brine Blast.
It's so hard. Look, they have funny names. Honestly, you can't stop Brine Blast.
Fun fact about Brine Blast, right quick, since we're on it. This episode introduces Izzy's Tiger Zord, and Brine Blast is voiced by the Jungle Fury Red Ranger.
Oh, that's really cool. I didn't even know that.
We haven't heard from him in a while, and wow, it's good to see him back again.
The fact that he voices the character reminds me of the fact that the episode with the kite from Jungle Fury. Winning isn't everything.
Yeah.
So
the Brine Blast kind of, I don't know what's funny about the Brine Blast. It literally looks like just like a water gun, and he's shooting at the two women, and like they're inside a trash can, right? I mean, like I don't know. I just thought it was funny because it doesn't feel menacing, like looking at Brine Blast. But I thought that was really cool, right? And then onto that next piece, I believe the Power Rangers are looking for their Zords or something like that, the remaining Zords. And then I think I think it was like something about the map or something. Forgot the detail of it.
Clement,
He said it was buried somewhere in the exact same area that Izzy was mentioning.
Every story gets to have a really big coincidence, and here's the
yeah, that forest, by the way, that forest kind of reminds me of like a little bit of Dino Charge. A little bit. Yeah,
a little.
So Clement, you want to continue from here?
Okay, so earlier when they found out that the Tiger Zord is located at the same area where Izzy is going to start her marathon or her little is it a race or a marathon?
It's a cross country race.
It's a cross country race. Okay.
Oh yeah, race. There you go.
Yeah, that little map is just almost like Dungeons and Dragon feel. Just kidding. Anyways, as the Power Rangers fought off the Brine Blast, Boom Tower, and Mucus, and Izzy is about to go back to the school grounds to continue her training. She was all ready and hyped up to begin training with her cousin Lily, but Lily showed up and she said that she didn't have the time to train Izzy when she was training because Lily was busy helping her other friend. Her other friend happens to be, her name is Mona. So Mona is Lily's friend, and she explained to Izzy that I have to help her because she hurt her ankle while she was training.
Oh, and By the way, I want to say right quick, in the words of a famous Sicilian woman, "You want a glass of water to wash down your foot, Izzy?"
Yeah. But as Lily was explaining to Izzy, like Izzy was felt so down, like she couldn't believe Lily would do this to her when she's like when she's on that verge or that focus on winning this race, and she was being I would say she was being unreasonable and being rude to Lily when Lily is trying to do both, like trying to help Izzy and Mona, but it feels like Izzy wants like Lily to just focus on helping her winning this race. It's like
There was also a scene I really like what Lily said though, and I think it really stood out to me what Lily said. She says sometimes it's more important to help others than it is to win. I'm not saying it word for word, but she said something like that, and I thought that was a beautiful thing to say. But Izzy, being a brat, she was angry about that.
Yeah, I
yeah,
totally agree.
yeah. There is more important things than just winning, and Izzy just is so blind that she does not see that view. So she decided to go train by herself. And after that scene, we go to Void Knight, Boom Tower, Mucus, and where the monster's headquarters, where they're trying to detect where can we find the Tiger Zord? We just need to find it. Oh my! We were detecting this energy source that the Zord is right where this mountain is. Yeah. So this is interesting. How could they have something to detect? What is their plan to use with the Tiger Zord? I don't know.
Destruction.
Yeah, they were gonna destroy it.
Miscellaneous destruction.
Yeah.
The bluer, the better.
How long have you been working here? The bad guys destroy things. They create things. They make things blow up. Happens every time. How could you not get that part?
Oh, it's Power Ranger 101. Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. So after that scene, we go to where they're at the forest, where Izzy and the rest of the competitors are about to start their cross country race, and but before the race starts, like Mona showed up. Yeah, Mona showed up with her ankle, and she was telling Izzy that, oh, Lily was helping me, and she was helping me with some stuff, and like I'm trying to reach something, but I couldn't reach it because I hurt my ankle. Izzy realized that how she treated
she was feeling guilty.
Yeah, she was feeling guilty. And when you feel guilty or you feel that negative energy after what you did, it kind of like brings you down to like your focus. And when it comes to when you're competing something, like, ever had that feeling? I'm probably sure all of us here had that feeling before. We'll lose focus if we feel down or we feel guilty, and that focus is just gone. Yep. And as Izzy was trying to as Izzy is trying to like cope with that guilty feeling, the race has to start no matter what. And they're having this intense stare down with that other Asian competitor. Her name is Fern. Yeah, Fern. Yeah. And as the race starts, we go to let's see, what was it? Race strategy. Yeah. Okay. As the race starts, why don't you take it here, Jen?
Yeah.
Oh,
So Jen, why don't you take it from here up to the Megazord fight, and then Clement, you finish from there.
All right. We start from here. They were Fern and Izzy were like head to head at each other. Like, they were really cutthroat. This scene was really cool, by the way. They were like running and running, but then next thing you know it, Fern fell down pretty hard and sprained her ankle. Like, she fell to the side, right? And it was like, haha, and like you can tell Izzy was really happy because that meant that Izzy would go first, right? But then instead of being the mean prick, it kind of reminds me of the Curtis and the O'Hare kind of situation a little bit. But But like next thing, but like Izzy had this option. She's already way ahead of give me first place, right? But you know what she did the right thing where she actually went up to the girl and helped her out with her ankle, right? So while that was going on, she was summoned. She got Fern out of the woods and helped her out, up front, so she was able to get help. And then while that's going on, she was these monsters come in, and next thing you know it next thing you know, she does. By the way, I'm just saying, I think she's, in my opinion, Izzy to me is the most baddie female of all time.
Mhm.
In the series, because she, like, the way she looks when she comes in and then she morphs right away into the Green Ranger. She's ready to fight, right? And then next thing you know it,
Saber-tooth Tiger Zord appeared.
By the way, I'm just saying, why is it when the dinos are summoned, right? They all exactly sound like those dinosaurs they literally sound exactly like the same chant as when Jurassic Park happened. Like, you know how in Jurassic Park the
Yeah.
T-Rex.
So here's the thing: no one knows what dinosaurs really sound like.
I know, but it sounds exactly the same as the Jurassic Park. I just noticed that.
Because they probably have the best sound mixing. The T-Rex
Yeah.
alone took 33 different sound samples, including a cow, a baby whale, and a couple of other things.
Oh yeah, that's what I just noticed. I noticed that the sound, because I was watching Jurassic Park, I was like, wait, they're using the exact same sound effect.
Yeah.
Better than nothing.
Keep in mind that Ninja Storm used a lot of the same soundtracks from Saban's Masked Rider, so.
But yeah, and then we're introduced to Izzy's Dino Zord. And by the way, I like her Zord. It's really, really cool. Look at that.
Yeah. Super well done. And
then do I keep going forward, or are you gonna
Yeah, so Clement, you wanna take it from here?
All right. So as Izzy bravely fights the monsters, Boom Tower, Mucus on her own, the Rangers were called in to fight the Brine Blast, but Brine Blast he just grew into a giant Megazord. And well, I hear an echo.
Yeah, I hear an
it's
echo.
a little fuzzy. Hold on, give me a second. Try now.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear better.
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Okay. All right. So as Brine Blast grew into a giant Megazord size, the other Rangers were trying to fend off Brine Blast while Izzy is doing her thing, trying to stop Boom Tower and Mucus from getting to the Tiger Claw Zord to the Tiger Zord. But as they're overwhelmed, Izzy came up with an idea that, oh, I have an idea. Why don't you lure Brine Blast and aim his water blasts into the mountains, and it will break the barriers for Tiger Claw to escape out of that mountain. Yeah, and Brine Blast just shooting, boom, 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 boom. The mountain opened a tunnel, and there you go. We have the new Zord that is the Tiger Zord. Woo!
By the way, I really like that scene. It literally, you know how when they try to form together, right? It reminds me of Transformers. It's just they just pull in like
well,
this.
yeah, totally.
I don't know why, but it's so cool whenever they fuse like Zords together.
Well, for me, it's more like Mugenbein.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That was a cool scene.
Yeah, and we have this amazing Tiger Zord that's just by looking the Megazord, it's just amazing. And with the new Tiger Zord, it has a lance charge attack for a final move, and there's like a little piece on the leg on the Megazord. It's kind of like a rocket boost to charge the Lancer right into the monster. It's incredible, and I wish that when the headpiece, when Izzy's piece is part of the main Megazord, I wish that Izzy was in the front of controlling the Zord. Like, wouldn't that be
Oh
something?
yeah, because she would more. But then again, the Red Ranger's
And her
always
mega
like.
weapon should be the lance instead of the regular sword.
Hmm.
Yeah, but like at when Zaytos delivers the final move, it is the same sword that he uses for the last like for the last 4 episodes. Like he keeps using that same sword to deliver the final attack. But I was hoping, like, since Izzy's like tiger headpiece was in the main Zord, why don't she be in the main control of the Zord?
But wouldn't the Red Ranger be like the leader though?
Yeah, is the leader, but I would like to see whoever's headpiece is as part of the main Zord.
Mhm.
Like he or she would be like the front and center.
Yeah,
Like-
like even in Time Force, even if they share the same cockpit, you've seen Katie hold the finishing saber.
Actually, Katie never hold it. We do see other
Oh,
characters hold the.
but you did say your time's up.
So
What?
what?
Sorry, right quick. Yeah, whoever's behind the idea of Zato being the one that always finishes it, like it would be really cool if they could swap that out. Like they even did this back in Zeo, where like the Rangers like they had like such a tiny cockpit, yet they were able to still move around. That was Sentai footage and all, but like this is like an American U.S. set, and like they could rearrange it quickly, film a quick scene.
It's a Lego toy.
Yeah, so not really getting that, but anyway, continue.
So after the Brine Blast monster is defeated, it turns back into a Sporix form, and somehow they're having a hard time finding the Sporix, but then Boom Tower took the Sporix for this episode. And how many Sporix does Void Knight's team have right now? Two?
Two.
They're
And
tied for 2.
They're tied for 2. So today's episode, it would be like the villains win because they got the Sporix. So it's now 2-2. Rangers have 2 Sporix, and the villains have 2. So
But winning's not everything. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
true, Jen.
yeah, so the whole lesson of this episode, well, after the fight, Izzy went back to the race, and she ends up finishing the race. So, okay, when she finished the race, even though she's last place, this reminded me like the time when I competed Tough Mudder. Like, have you guys heard of Tough Mudder?
Oh yeah, I've been offered to do it, but I don't think I can do it because I need to be in physically good shape, and I'm gonna get buried really hard.
Well, you guys, I competed Tough Mudder, and it was crazy. I did
You
not
finished
stop.
the whole thing?
I finished the whole thing, but
Wow.
when I was like on the 10th mile, like I almost passed out, and I got carried into like an emergency tent.
Oh my!
And
For anyone that doesn't know, Tough Mudder is like a obstacle course kind of thing. I don't know, explain.
it's like some nearly 26-mile run,
Yeah.
and there's like obstacle courses. And when I was halfway there, like I was dehydrated because I didn't stop by the tents, and went to the emergency tent, and I told them put me back on the track. Like I'm finishing this, and guess what? I finished. I got my medal. I got my I got some gifts or some cool stuff that I got from winning the Tough Mudder, and I framed my competed number, like.
And your medal.
Yeah. No, I don't think there's a medal. I think I just.
No, you
framed-
just say you completed because it's
Oh,
it's a hard thing. I
Yeah,
don't think there's like a winning
Yeah.
motive.
So
in
so
Tough
back
Mudder.
on topic.
But back on
What
topic,
happened?
like few of the Tough Mudder members helped me, and it shows like there's this whole thing is not a race. It's all about finishing it.
Mhm.
So that's the lesson that Tough Mudder taught me, and this episode kind of relates me at that time. Yep. And at the end of the episode, well, Izzy's stepdad?
No.
Izzy's biological dad.
Okay,
Yep.
so Izzy's dad, like he was hoping that Izzy would win, but there's a special scene that Lily did with Izzy, and she apologized to Lily, and She asked Lily for forgiveness, and Lily's like, "Of course, I forgive you." But the whole thing is, the winning isn't everything. It's showing the whole thing about this is showing good sportsmanship. But Izzy was so down that she was hoping to win a medal, but Lily decided to give her medal to her
Mm,
as a sign, as a honor of showing sportsmanship.
nice.
Yes.
And that's pretty much the episode. So, going clockwise this time, starting with Clement, likes, dislikes, and score out of 10.
What I like about this episode is I really love the message. Number two, I love the cookie. I love how the kids did the ranger hotline call, and it's pretty cute. Like Jen mentioned, that was pretty cute. And I think the message of this episode does gave us a sign that the villains are going to take the Sporix. So that, and what I didn't like is that they used some of the Rio Soldier footage during the fight scene with Brian Blast, because you can tell by the costumes has a shine to it, and there's like a different lighting, and they even during the fight scene with Brian Blast, yeah, they were using the Rio Soldier like footage. I was hoping they're using like like this scene. It was borrowed from Rio Soldiers. I was hoping that they would use their original fighting scenes, but I guess not. But overall, this was a great episode, and I give this a 9 out of 10.
Nice. Next, Kent. Sorry.
Okay, so I enjoy. So like I said, I think this is an overall great episode. My only real complaint is that some of the dialogue was a little not really cringy, but more like just eye rolling. Like the dad's motto, "Be the best, you gotta win." That was and
Tell
Ollie's
the good nights.
Ollie's statement at the beginning of the episode about how I would love to run like Izzy, wake up early, and not. It's just that moments like that were just kind of. But I did enjoy the story, and I liked how the girl, like the Special Olympics girl, was worked into the plot, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. There's no real reason to have her be a special needs. It's just cool to have someone be friends with them, and they don't have to make that the focus of the episode. That's cool. And let's see, another thing. The thing with Izzy, getting overreacting when she was late. It may seem very mean spirited, but we don't have a huge gauge on Izzy's character yet, so that's fine. It's not as jarring as, say, when Dana suddenly became an idol and was suddenly super famous, stuck up, and superficial. So this, I think, is definitely smooths a little better. And like I said, and I think the episode overall, it worked in the good Sentai footage and all. I still found that split screen where they show the two Rangers side by side to be a bit unnecessary, because they're already standing next to each other. Why the heck do you have to do that? But other than that, it's just nitpicky stuff. Overall, like I said, good episode with very strong moments in it, just with some very dialogue-y bits. So I guess I give it 9 out of 10 as well.
Okay. Ryan, your turn.
Yes, before I continue, don't forget, guys, after we do our final thoughts, we are giving out a Blue Dino Fury t-shirt here. How I'll do it, I'll give you a question, and then whoever answers first wins it. So stay here if you want to win a Blue Dino Fury shirt, right? Okay, so my thoughts. I like this episode. Again, they showed respect and homage to the Special Olympics and people with disability in the right way. They did not force it. I'm actually glad they did not force it. I agree with Ken. Some of the dialogues were kind of eye rolling. Like, okay, but it wasn't that bad to the point that, honestly, technically it's a filler episode, but it's not a bad filler episode. I mean, the lesson of the day is not forceful. It's actually appropriate and done well. Again, it's Izzy. Izzy right now is I'll say this right. Izzy's legit the best character right now. Well, not best, but most popular character right now for Dino Fury. Again, she did a good job. Well, her actress Tessa Rao. Overall, I give it a 9 out of 10. I mean, there's nothing to hate. I like how there's a lot of like interaction with the Rangers and the fight scenes. Again, can you talk about the music? The music in this episode is actually very good. You guys noticed, right?
I
Yeah.
forget
Yeah.
the music's going like way beyond. Like I think like that bit where they're running, like it had some really good tracks in it, but I think just generic Neo Saban music would have been perfectly fine, but they actually went a little beyond that.
I'm like, damn, the music is actually good. Like people are not talking about the music. The music is actually really good for the season. But anyway, so overall 9 out of 10. I loved it, especially loved Izzy's character. Again, great job. And also shout outs to I forgot the star in that star like the Special Olympics star. The one, Izzy's cousin. Shout outs
I
to her.
think her name's Danielle something. Let me check.
Let me look it up right now.
Yeah, shout outs to her because she is actually a star in real life, like a Special Olympics star athlete. So special shout outs to her.
So
And,
Oh,
I'm done.
Naomi, why don't you go while they're looking up?
Yeah,
Okay.
Noemi, your turn.
Thank you. First of all, I gotta say, not only the message is really inspiring, but also the representation of the Olympics, of course, for the special ed. And once again, the Tiger Claw Zord was a really good presentation of not only saving the Tiger Claw Sword from the destruction by these monsters, but also the way it brought into the spotlight. Yeah, thank you, Clement. And for my rating, I would give it a 9 out of 10.
Oh, it's Sarah Dalton. There you go, Sarah Dalton. That's the name of Izzy's cousin. All right, so Jen, continue.
okay. So for me, I already said it was 9 out of 10. But in regards to what you guys said, I really like this episode because it also gives you it does a good representation of people with special disabilities, right? But what I like about this is that it's a special person, teaching someone who is, of course, able-bodied. What's that word? Normal. Oh, what do you mean by normal? Like he's basically teaching them a lesson on themselves because if you think about it, people always think that it's always you, the person has to teach the special ed person. But what I like about this is the special ed person teaching someone else because we always think compassion, but sometimes the compassion isn't always us to special ed people, but we can learn a lot about special ed people, from teaching them to normal people, and that's what I really like about it. Like I like how it's not the other way around, and that's usually something that we usually see, right? It's always us teaching special ed students, but you can learn something also, and this goes to show you that it's compassion. Look, we learn a lot about compassion. It also teaches kids who are watching this that it's really important to also listen to special ed people too, and that you got to hear what they got to say, and their voice matters as well, just as much as yours do. There you go. That's my continuation. 9 out of 10.
Right. For me, I agree with the message because, like some sources, they try to be way too preachy when it comes to being tolerant and accepting of others because there is a certain nuance to it. And I love the nuanced way they portray these characters. Like, for example, like Billy from the 2017 film, like he didn't like shove it like down your throat all the time that, oh, he's on a spectrum. But also it shows that, like just because he's socially awkward doesn't mean that, he's completely helpless. Like he's the first to become a ranger. He sacrificed himself for everyone else. I love that episode of Zio. I think the episode is called Trust in Me. I could be wrong, where Rocky is hanging out with this blind girl and she says that, just because I'm blind doesn't mean I'm helpless. And, I want you to treat me like any normal able-bodied person. And me personally, having both physical and mental disabilities, I can relate to that because, people want to be accepted as an equal, not just as a pity case. Because honestly,
that is true. You can't be that person that's
because
Exactly.
even if you're trying to be sympathetic, you're still looking down on the person. You want to look straight at them, and I love the way they handled this. And yeah, sometimes just because a person is a neurotypical doesn't mean they can't teach others a thing or two. Like Forrest Gump, for example, like how many things did he teach all the people he's met? And I love that she taught Izzy that like what sportsmanship is really about, and I appreciate that. I like the choreography. and I love the way the episode ended. And I'll just keep it brief at that. I give the episode a 9 out of 10. I'm not a fan of the gas jokes, just saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
But definitely give me more J-Borg though. Give me more J-Borg.
Give us more J-Borg. I love J-Borg.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so on to the prompt. So it's 9 out of 10 across the board. Prompt questions. So, Kent, what did you think of the comedy in this episode?
I kind of felt like Emil's boss and Jay Borg's bits felt like the first scene felt kind of out of nowhere. Like I said, I think they've done a fairly good job incorporating them into certain scenes that the Rangers are in, but it just suddenly cuts from them talking about the Zords to suddenly we're at the park, with these people, with these two teaching about how to call the Rangers, and that's fine and all. It's just like I said, it just kind of felt very abrupt. Though I think the second bit where they're just like walking around and like talking about how people will know how to call them was done a little bit better, and also the bit where they're like just very when they're like terrified when the monster grows. Although I do think the bit where they're in the trash can and like they're flying down each street and like they go,
Oh yeah, I thought that was really dumb.
Yeah, I thought that part was just I thought that part was a little unnecessary bit of extra goofiness.
I thought that was really dumb. And personally, Brain Blast, I probably out of all the sports that come out, he's probably my least favorite because you literally just have a water gun. That's all you have,
Also,
and you can supersize. That's it. That's it.
Also, I want to say, gas humor. I hope this does not become a full thing for the show because, like, we're trying to break away from Neo Saban, but I will give them credit that it doesn't come off like they're openly relishing in the
more
humor.
balanced this time around,
or it just feels more like there we made a joke. Let's move on.
Okay, Noemi, what'd you think about the whole Special Olympics aspect of it? Like not just representing special characters, but also presenting them as athletes and promoting the Special Olympics itself.
I say it was like a brilliant idea, especially to include in this episode. I mean, like how other than the representation, but I think it's like people out there like who have these disabilities should be presented out there, like put them on the spotlight and show like they mean something, especially being represented in Hollywood and also the Olympics, of course, which is what we saw in the episode.
Right. Clement. So the Rangers are now tied 2-2 in collecting Sporix. What is your fan theory of what happens next in terms of Void Knight getting a W this episode?
I think I have a theory. Like in the next episode, I don't know. Like in the first episode, they got the Sporix. The second episode, the Rangers got the Sporix, right? That was the second episode.
Second, they got Void Knight got one. Third, the Rangers did.
The fourth is this is the fifth, so this is their second.
First episode, Void Knight got it. Then the second two episodes, the Rangers got it.
Right. And Jen, what do you think of the new Zord formation involving the Tiger Claw Zord?
It's so cool. It reminds me of Lego. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, but the way they're formed, it looks like just Lego pieces together. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not bad. I like it. I really do. I really like it. I can't wait till it becomes a figurine and then I could just break it apart. I thought that was really cool. I thought like the whole formation of it was pretty cool. I kind of wish the green Zord had isn't just a front and back chest plate. I kind of wish he maybe could fly or something, or I don't know, something with like their hands. That's just me personally. That's just my thought on when the green. What's our Dino?
Tiger Claw Zord.
Tiger Claw Zord. I'm sorry if I said Saber-tooth Tiger. Didn't mean to. Tiger Claw Zord.
Forgive me
Tiger
for that.
Claw Zord. I wish they maybe could have gone through the arms, maybe because doing that instead of just using your chest plate. That's just me. That's the only issue I have. Maybe because you got tiger claws, maybe you can use your hands. Maybe like that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Yeah, to be fair, it is a Similodon, so I can understand why people would confuse it for a saber-tooth tiger. And lastly,
your dinos really well. Oh my
well,
god.
it's not a dinosaur; it's a mammal. But thanks for the compliment, Ryan. Last question. Given the fact that there's only one Zord left to collect, what kind of plot do you think Chance Perez might have in unlocking his Zord?
I might know it because you saw a leak out there. But if I have to say, it might involve something with music. All I'm saying. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. So, quick reminder: we are having a contest to win a T-shirt from Carson's Corner, and I'm gonna ask a question after we briefly go through the comments. So let's get to it. It's comment time. Be sure to stick around, and first person to answer the question after we do the comments will be able to receive the blue Dino Fury T-shirt from Carson's Corner.
All right.
Brought to you by
Carson's Corner. All right, guys. So here we go. Eric Sanchez says hello. Hello. Eric, what's up, guys? What's up, man? Raphael, yes, says what's up. Monty says, Jen, what's up? Oh yeah, she's here again. Noah Cummings, the first. Hey, man. This is an hi. Fox Ranger to do an awesome episode. B-boy, I like how Jason Smith voted. Yep. Charity B. Emmanuel Sevi, Void Knight. Where's your sword? Dagger are you ready to Vexicus? Oh my god. Maybe. Pal Goka Shadow Beam. What's up? I love it. Thomas Franco, I love this episode had an intellectual disability athlete since I can relate to
True.
True. That's
Exactly.
Emmanuel Sevi. I'm not sure if copper color changed to green, but I wish Izzy. Yeah, hopefully, maybe.
Yeah, I agree. It should change the mega weapon should change to whoever the headpiece is.
Indika says hi. The Green Ranger looks better with the skirt. No, come on, man. She looks good without it.
Oh, that's actually another question I wanted to ask Jen. Green Ranger, skirt or no skirt?
But depends. I'm just kidding. You want me to be honest? It doesn't matter. Like, you want to know something? Like this, like it. To me, it doesn't matter. It's like no skirts.
Yeah, I go with you, Jen.
No skirt.
Oh, guys, I'm gonna call the partner hotline. It's 555-0172. There you go.
Oh, there you go. That's the thing. Oh,
remember,
Henshin Gate.
If there's something strange in our neighborhood, who are you gonna call? Dino Fury.
You should do a parody song about that.
Oh, I just realized why their dad was, there when they announced the whole Power Ranger hotline. He is a park ranger, so maybe that's why. And just
go Yogi Rangers.
Anyway, maybe. So what you gonna do? Duet, huh?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'm
pretty sure you have an announcement, don't you, right?
Something might be happening. Anyway, moving on. It'll be interesting. Power Rangers. That did. Yeah. Time. Let's see. Andrew Penagiotis. Jazz Radius, what's up, man? Yo, what's up, dude?
Hi.
Yo, shout out to Luminardi.
Jason, me gusta los par. Okay.
A mí también.
Yo también.
Oh, you guys are learning Spanish. I'm really proud of you guys.
Comprendo más o menos.
Nada mal.
Yes. Yes. Anyway, moving on. Megazord combine. Oh my god.
Megazords.
It is. He knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, cool! It is special.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. Okay, so guys, we want to do this contest right now.
Right. So let's go over the rules real quick
wait,
before we ask the questions.
Okay.
So, Carson's Corner, every week for the next 6 weeks, starting with this episode, we're going to be giving away one of 6 T-shirts. And in order to win it, you have to be the first to answer a quiz question. Now, remember, you must attend the podcast in order to be eligible. And by being in the comments section, you're already eligible. If you already won a T-shirt in a previous week, you've lost your eligibility because it's only one per person. And of course, if you win a shirt, be sure to send an email to Morphin Network of your shipping address and your shirt size so we could send it out to you as soon as possible. And that's pretty much it. So, are we ready for the question of the week?
Oh, heads up, guys! If you do not claim your prize or do not email me your address and email the Morphin Network, you do not email your address at the Morphin Network email or like your shirt size for 2 days. In 2 days, you have 2 days to respond. You're no longer qualified, and we'll give it to someone else. Well, we'll not give it to someone else, but you have to do it. Try again for the next week. So yeah, okay, guys.
Okay.
Where is the question?
Ready for the question. To win Ollie's T-shirt, the question is, drumroll please. What branch of science does Ollie's mom practice?
We'll give you guys a minute. So while we wait for a minute, let's chill and talk. So, how was your day?
Loco.
Loco,
My
yeah.
day was great. I got to play Spider-Man, but I spent more time editing my StreamYard, so that's not great.
An Easter egg hunt's going on at my aunt's place.
So, guys, here's a minute. I'm waiting for the answer. What branch of science does Ollie's mom practice?
I should put on the ticking music.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. We got a 30-second timer video.
I'll give you guys 2 minutes then. 2 minutes. So, because people are actually watching, try and Google it. I'll give you guys 2 minutes.
All right. If there's 2 minutes, what do you gotta do for 2 minutes?
When someone gets it right, I will show the comment of the person.
I don't have the music, sadly.
Oh, you don't have the music.
Let me look again. Trying to look for it.
Come on, guys. You want a T-shirt?
Okay, we already got our first winner. It's Mondris Williams. The answer is an archaeologist. Congratulations, Mondris. You know the rules. Be sure to send an email to morphinnetwork@gmail.com in order to send your shipping address and your shirt size, and we'll send it to you as soon as possible. And to everyone else, thank you for trying. Come back next week for a chance to win. Dagger Boy, care to tell us what color is next week?
Next week, I will be giving out the Black Ranger.
Ooh.
So, yeah. But anyway, guys, I'll keep this on for a few minutes. So Mondris Williams, Monty. Again, email us your shipping address and your shirt size. That's also important. You can email it here and also email it at Instagram. Or but email it here, so we can give it to.
Congrats!
Congratulations.
So for guys that haven't won one of the T-shirts already, try again next week, and you guys want a black.
Yeah, 6 more times.
Stay tuned, you guys, and trust me,
chances.
you don't want to miss this.
I don't know, but the yellow's looking pretty good as a shirt.
And of course, the pink.
Yeah, gold and pink's coming.
What about the green?
It could always come back in black.
Back in black. All right, Monty, you good?
It could be true blue.
All right, so I'm gonna keep it off for an
purple is mine.
Right. All right, I'm gonna give it for an hour minute, guys. So before last comment. Heads up, tune in later today around almost soon at 6 p.m. Later today, right now after this. In our Facebook page, we're going to be interviewing the voice of Prince Vicar himself, Stephen Butterworth.
Tassel hands.
Castle guy. And then also tomorrow, we're going to be interviewing Liana Ramirez, aka Roxy from Power Rangers Beast Movers. And also, please support, buy our book, It's called Secrets Within Me. Here, I'll do this so people.
And from what I've heard, Dagger Boy really enjoyed reading it.
Yeah, so you guys don't know Liana Ramirez. Liana, she actually wrote this book, and it's a really good book. I actually finished it. If you like Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, and Indiana Jones with Egyptology, you'll enjoy this book. So, yeah. And we'll talk about tomorrow, some of it tomorrow, so our interview. So, yeah. All right, guys. So before we leave, our host today. Good job today, Boken. Where can we find you?
Thank you so much. You can find me at IG at chrono_just_cosplay, and you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto, where hopefully I'll resume playing Astral Chain after we finish the interview with Butterworth.
All right. Where can I find you, Honey Muffin? Naomi.
You wonderful people. Wait, are you doing Jen or me?
Honey Muffin. Naomi, go.
Okay. Oh my god, you're not yourself today, boy. Anyway, you wonderful people can find me on Instagram, Bride of Spider-Man, my YouTube channel, Cosplay Chica 101, and my Twitch, Bride of Spider-Man also, which I'll be streaming in the summer, so stay tuned for that. And Jen, where can they find you?
You can find me at Instagram at Jen Messina. That is GNMESINA. And that's it for now. I'm trying to refix my Twitter. So yeah. And where can they find you? Laser Red.
You can find me on Instagram, brown_K, as well as QR Ranger Book. And you can find me here on Morphin Network as well. And where can we find you, sis?
Sister!
You guys can find me as CLEL1031 on Instagram. I'm using a paper, going a little there. So you can find me on Instagram, CLEL1031. And you can also find me on Facebook and Instagram, hanging around the Morphin Network.
Okay. Again, guys. Oh, and also on Monday, we're actually doing a live Q&A with Anne Marie Crouch around at 4 p.m. here. So at Monday. And also on Thursday, we're going to have a Q&A with Campbell Cooley. He'll be back. Oh, and Wednesday, we'll be interviewing, the first late night podcast with Mike Edwards. He was Dane Romero for Power Rangers Ninja Steel. So, all right, guys. Again, so congrats, Monty Williams, Mondris Williams. You won this exclusive Carson Corner Blue Diaper t-shirt. Congrats. Next week, we'll be giving out Black Ranger. So, there you go. So, yeah, again, Monty, email us your shipping address and your shirt size, and you have 2 days to give it to me, or I have to we have to try again next week. But, guys, again, all right, guys, this is Morphin Network, and we're saying goodbye. Where is the end button? Oh, here it is. Goodbye, guys. Smile and wave. Wave night. Harder. Okay.